the market is still untapped in most of the cases. I think Japan is focused in deep tech startups. Bangladesh can be good use cases for that because it's a huge consumer market.
皆さんこんにちは。世界のスタートアップ情報を発信するスタートアップバックパッカーです。会社を辞めてバックパッキングしながらいろんな国のスタートアップや VC に取材しています。今回の動画ではバングラデシュ現地の起業家にバングラデシュの経済状況や企業環境について伺った上で、日本企業がバングラデシュで投資やビジネスを行う上で稼ぐ方法について考える内容となっております。今まで発展途上国とされていたような国がもう一気に成長している国は本当に世界にはたくさんあるので、そこでいかに稼ぐのかを考えられる非常に良い内容になっておりますので、ぜひ最後までご視聴ください。Let's go!
Alright, now I'm with the co-founder of Agroshift.
So, Agroshift is a marketplace connecting the low-income consumers directly with the producers, like manufacturers, farmers, whoever is producing. So, our goal is to cut down the grocery prices at the end consumer level. So, we want to provide affordable groceries across the country. So, our dream is providing affordable grocery to 1 out of 10 households in next 5 years in Bangladesh. So the core problem of the farmers is selling their goods, the market access. And the core problem to the consumer class like factory workers, like low income people is getting affordable groceries. So if you can bridge these two, this can be a pretty interesting journey. We have come with the thought that if you can give an affordable pricing, people will come to pick it up. You don't need to do last mile delivery. So then we have found high density clusters where you can set up a pop-up store and people will give pre-orders, and on the delivery day you will just drop ship the product and they will pick it up. So last mile logistics is gone and it has become affordable.
Is it actually very difficult to access VCs overseas in Bangladesh?
Bangladesh is not the number one priority for VCs. If I want to tell you about Southeast Asian VCs like Singapore, Vietnam, Indonesia, in comparison with the Bangladeshi and Filipino market, 9 out of 10 times money is going to be in Philippines. Bangladesh is in very early days of its startup ecosystem. Maybe we are now at the 2010-2012 phase of Indian startup ecosystem on Paytm, or these companies are just coming into the space. So we need real winners out of this system. This will give a boost to the global investors. For now, I think it's an exciting market. Bangladesh is going to be the 9th largest consumer market by 2030. So consumers are there, affordability is coming, digital penetration is going. But I think to get that level of attraction from the global funds that they're going to bet on every idea, everything, it needs another 5-10 years.
Many of the VCs are foreign VCs here, right? Yes. Foreign investors, not local ones.
So basically, in terms of local investors, there are 2 or 3. There is Startup Bangladesh, it's a government-run VC. Then here comes the global funds. But so there are 4 or 5 destinations from where funds are coming in Bangladesh. So first one is US, second one is Europe, third is Middle East. Then comes the Southeast Asian guys like Golden Gate has invested previously here, and then it comes to Indian subcontinent business. Yes, but the problem is these things are not that frequent. So if I want to give you an example, like in 2022, the startup funding in Bangladesh maybe in 200-300 million, but in India maybe it's 22 billion. So when the overall funds that are coming very less in number, so the risk takers will be naturally lower in number. There's a chicken egg problem in there in Bangladesh. So investors are not finding good founders and not taking enough risky moves because the investment is not coming.
So what do you think are the strengths and weaknesses of being a Bangladeshi startup?
Bangladesh is in a juncture of its evolution to a developing nation right now. If you go in Singapore, you don't need to do anything with basic healthcare, basic food supply chain, because all the things have been sorted. In Bangladesh, in the basic areas like education, health, food, there are ample scopes of building big businesses because they are not taken care of. So you don't need to actually make fancy ideas here, like a pet walking startup, because mobility is a problem for us. So you need to figure out it for human mobility first. So the advantage, I would say, the market is still untapped in most of the cases. The problem is that Bangladesh, as I have already mentioned, is not the hottest destination for investors as of now. You cannot be an unicorn here so easily. You have to be a camel. You have to look up for building sustainable, strong cash flow, heavy businesses. Right? The positivity that I see is that uprising consumer class. So if I give you a breakdown of our per capita GDP, so the average of our per capita GDP is $2,800. 10% earns more than $11,000 per year. These are the consumer class in the posh areas in Dhaka. And 50% of our consumer class is below $1,000 in a year. So they are not ready to take digital services that startups provide. The in between 40% may be the right fit for pushing startup services.
That's the market for you too. Right?
That's the market for everyone in Bangladesh. Everyone in Bangladesh.
And it is getting bigger, right?
It's getting bigger. So the lower tier of 50% is jumping to this group. And this middle 40% group and the upcoming people from the lower 50% group, they are very active in online space. They are present in Facebook, they are present in TikTok. They're very aware of what are the offers from different e-commerces. So these are the digital ready user group for you. So you have to capture them. The consumer base we're working with, the outside Dhaka consumer base or in Dhaka low income consumer base, they fall in this group. Maybe they don't have the affordability to get like diamond rings and everything, but they have the aspirational attitude to make their life better. Like for the girls, maybe you can sell cosmetics once in a 3 months. For the boys, maybe you can sell a concert kind of thing once in a 6 months because you have the aspiration. So with the uplift of their earning, it will go big. So that's our market.
And in terms of like number of entrepreneurship, you do see a lot of people that are eager to do startups.
So as I am from like the leading engineering university here, so I have an idea about what are the career trends here in Bangladesh. To be very frank, startup is very cool here in Bangladesh, but not that many people are jumping here.
Okay.
So the main trend of varsity grads who are coming into the job market is mainly three things. First one is government jobs are very highly valued in Bangladesh. Then comes opportunities abroad. This is like going for master's, PhD. In engineering universities, this scene is more common. Going out, like I have at least 10 of my classmates living in Japan.
Engineers, right?
Engineers, and then comes like local corporates, multinational companies. So these are mostly common trends. Startup, maybe I guess 2 to 3%.
That's not bad, I guess.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
And the government and you do gain support from the community.
Government is trying a lot to hold this up. As I have said, government has launched one Startup Bangladesh. It's a government fund and they are trying to allocate this. And not only this fund, you know the journey of Bangladesh in the last 15 years. So you need internet to make big things. You need digital users. So the biggest mandate of the government in last 15 years is to make the digital infrastructure ready, and Bikash has been the poster boy of that, because when the infrastructure became ready, Bikash has deployed countless agents across the country and people have become ready to pay online. It was not present like 10 years back. It has been made because government has provided the infrastructure and then private sector has come to make the service readily available to the people. If you draw a comparison between Bangladesh now and 15-20 years back, power cut has become a big issue. But if you live 7 days in Dhaka, you will not find power cut for like even 30 minutes or 1 hour. It's like big infrastructural projects have been done. So the connectivity, the road transport issues have been solved. So for agricultural goods, if I have to bring agricultural goods from southern part of Bangladesh, previously I had to depend on like a lot of things, like trucks. Trucks used to pass through a ferry for a big river. Now there has been a bridge, so the connectivity has been far better. I think government is doing good from their angle. But there are some spaces to work in the regulatory parts, like how the investment will come to Bangladesh, what is going to be the terms in terms of repatriation of that money back to the investors. I think government has to work on these areas.
Oh, really?
But in terms of infrastructure, I think it's been done.
If you have any, connections or information that interests you from Japan,
So Japan has been the biggest development partner, largest development partner for Bangladesh in the last 50 years. But I think this is the time to extend the development support, not only in infrastructure, but only in the things like startup. So I think Japan is focused more in deep tech startups like AI, machine learning, and this kind of startups. Bangladesh can be good use cases for that because it's a huge consumer market. So I believe not only investments, but technology import, startup to startup partnerships, how we can create market access for Japanese startups to come here, where we can bring our consumers to experience Japanese startups and all. I think this can be good.
So you think there are possibilities for like foreign companies to actually be here and
Yeah, foreign companies to actually be here with local partners like us.
local partners? Okay. Do you mind if they actually contact you if they're interested in being in touch with you? Or?
Yeah. So there are like pages of Agroshift in Facebook and LinkedIn, and like
Okay.
I am hyperactive in LinkedIn as well.
Do you have anything to add or any questions?
I think I have first talked with anyone from Japan in this
Oh, really?
occasion. Yeah, I haven't, and I think market building opportunities will start with the small steps like this.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
thank
It was amazing. I learned so much from this interview.
Thank you.
はい、面白かったですね、今回も。面白かったポイント2つあると思っていて、1つが投資がなかなか集まっていないということで、スタートアップとか企業が、あまり盛んになっていないというような状況というのが1つあります。でも、その大きなマーケットで成功しようとしている企業家がいるので、そこに投資するというような形でバングラデシュに関わることは非常にできるというようなところです。実際にその GDP も6、7% とかでもここ10年ぐらいずっと伸びてきているので、投資は稼ぐ方法の一つなのかなと思います。で、2つ目が企業だとかビジネス進出といったような切り口でのバングラデシュの稼ぎ方っていうのもあると思うんですけど、特に面白かったのはやっぱり現地の起業家は使えるお金が限られているので、いわゆる本当にもう初日から稼げるようなビジネスがどうしてもしないといけないだとか、そういった起業家が多いっていうような話だったんですけど、その分ぶっ飛んだちょっとファンシーな AI とかペットの散歩に使うためのテクノロジーとかそういうのではなくて、本当に今回の起業家のように低価格で食品を提供するためのプラットフォームだとか、医療だとか薬を届けるだとか、そういったベーシックニーズを満たすような起業家が非常に多いと。で、実際にAI を扱っているような起業家でいうと全然いないっていうのが現状です。で、その分、AI とか本当にディープテックだとか資金が必要な事業内容をやっているような企業が、バングラデシュにそういった高い高度な技術を持ち込んで、一気にリープログするみたいな、そういうことはできるのかなと、話していて私も実際思いました。実際に海外からバングラデシュで成功した、ディープテック企業2社紹介しますと、一つ目が Tiger New Energy という企業で、これは中華系の起業家がハーバード出てから起業したような事業になるんですけど、バングラデシュに力車っていうその自転車でタクシーみたいな感じで動いてるような乗り物がこんな感じであるんですけど、ここにくっつけるためのそのバッテリーの入れ替えステーションみたいな感じで、充電中すごい時間が取られちゃうので、その間運転できないんですよね。その分やっぱり稼げないっていうのがあるので、こういうステーションに行くと充電が取り替えられて、すぐにまた乗れるっていうような感じで、入れ替えだけでビジネスができるっていうような、これは台湾とか中国とかでも結構普及してるような技術なので、それをバングラデシュのような成長経済で導入するというような、これはかなり現地でも注目されている企業でした。もう一つがドイツ人起業家がソーラーパネルをバングラデシュで導入するというような起業家で、ソーラーパネルを使って、より安く、持続的にエネルギーが供給できるようなインフラを整えるみたいな事業をやっているような起業家もいて、バングラデシュにソーラーパネルをくっつけて、稼ぐみたいな、そういう、そこのいわゆるリープフロッグ、現地の起業家ができないことを、よりお金を持ってる人がやるっていうようなことは、バングラデシュ以外でも全然通ずる話だと思うので、そこは面白い観点なのかなと非常に思います。例えばですね、AI 結構日本とかですごい流行ってたりすると思うんですけど、チャット GPT 使った技術とかは全然バングラデシュでそういう起業家が少ないってことがあったりするんで、それを一気にバングラデシュで導入しちゃうとか、そういった判断で、バングラデシュだとか、そういう他の国への進出先みたいなところを考えるっていうのは非常に面白い観点で参考になる点なのかなと思います。こういった面白い有益な海外スタートアップ情報をどんどん流しておりますので、ぜひチャンネル登録いただけると嬉しいです。ありがとうございました。